lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright.
Alannah and Matthew have asked that we acknowledge the traditional owners of the land we meet on today, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, and pay our respects to the elders, both past and present. It is a beautiful place to commence the couple's vows, and we can thank Alannah's parents, Susie and Billy, for creating such a beautiful space and opening up their family home for us to witness the love of Alannah and Matthew today. I would also like to express their gratitude and respect for same-sex marriage, and they both strongly believe that it is a human right and feel content getting married in a time when all love, no matter the gender, is acknowledged in Victoria. And you are already holding hands. Good job. How beautiful are the bride and groom looking today? We've got our flower girls, Olivia, Nerea, bridesmaids, Zian, Tia, and Shana, and groomsmen, Mitchell, Brad, and Josh. Bad Brad? Bad Brad and Josh. Apparently he's changed names.
I still love you, Brad.
Thank you for being here today to support Matthew and Alannah on this special day, guys. By now, you're probably wondering, who am I? I am Tamika, Alannah and Matt's friendly housemate, dear friend, and today, their wedding celebrant. I'm an all-rounder. I would just like to say it is my absolute pleasure to be officiating their wedding ceremony today. And to Matthew and Alannah, I am deeply honoured that you have requested and chosen me with no previous experience and sheer confidence to take on my debut as a celebrant. Now, without further ado, let's go back in time to where their love story began. This is a bit where I get romantic. Can you guys step forward a little bit? Perfect. Okay. Matthew Weir-Raab and Alannah Louise Weir first met at Rob Foster's 18th birthday many years ago. However, as Matthew likes to describe, they were both with the wrong people at the wrong time until they met again at the right time a couple years later. It was at a nightclub called, some of you might know this, Plastic. And for those that don't know, it's a very punk rock scene. Alannah was wearing a beautiful red dress, which had caught the attention of Matthew. Being the kind man he is, as the night wrapped up, he offered Alannah a safe ride home. Alannah, being the independent gal she is, politely declined the ride home. However, she thought he did seem sweet, so later she caught up with him via Facebook. As Matthew quotes, they had finally ditched zero and went for hero as they continued their dating story. Alannah knew she was falling in love for the long haul when falling became literal, as she had tripped over one of their earlier dates. Matt kindly reached down to pick her up and said, "Silly duffer." Alannah's nan would call her that when she was clumsy. Alannah felt only certain people could say such an insult, yet seemed so endearing and sweet. Matthew is now one of them. Matthew first knew he was falling in love for the long haul when Alannah and him moved in together. He realised just how hard he was willing to work for this love and prepared to change to be the better version of himself. Hello, darling. Matthew and Alannah have spent many memorable moments together throughout their relationship as they both enjoy being goofy, silly, taking part in nerdy things like card games, board games, movie dates, drives to nowhere, going on random adventures, and like Alannah mentions with excitement, he likes talking about comics. They truly are a complementing pair. The values of their relationship are support, independence, and play. And I have witnessed them practicing these values and respecting each other's wishes continuously. They are always giggling when they are together and calling each other Bubbles. It's their nickname. Being independent and loving each other for who they are has been an integral part of their relationship. It certainly helps them to live their life of their dreams with support, but not overcrowding so they can still see each other's wishes. Okay, now the couple have decided to do their own vows today, which is so romantic. But now let's talk about love before we move into it. Love is like oxygen. Love is a many splendid things. Love lifts us up where we belong. All you need is love. Somebody once said that. Although we all might be at different points in our love journey and showcase our love in so many different ways, one thing for sure is it is truly wonderful to be here today as a community to encourage, support, and witness the promise to commit to each other forever. Matthew and Alannah are making this promise here today in front of their loved ones and closest friends because it means the world to them to share this moment with you all. We all know and have seen just how powerful love is and can appreciate that love expands from one supportive marriage to the depths of every engagement around the individual. And if you have a strong, loving foundation, all things you see through life can be filled with love. Love is not always easy, but I am confident with Alannah and Matthew's commitment and choice to love each other every single day. Through their unwavering love, they can get through anything together. Love will be Alannah and Matthew's superpower. They will use it to combat any evil or difficult challenges that they are faced with throughout their lives. We'll move on to the vows. Okay. Do you, Alannah Louise Weir, take Matthew Weir-Raab to be your husband?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Do you, Matthew Weir-Raab, take Alannah Louise Weir to be your wife?
I do.
Fantastic.
Is that it? Is that all I have to say?
Now you can go. You don't get away with it, Matthew.
Alannah, my Wonder Woman, my Black Widow, my best friend. From the second I saw you in that infamous red dress, I knew that my life was going to change for the better. Our life together over the last almost 4 years has been a series of challenges, some good and some bad. But every moment that we spend together, I cherish. I'll always be grateful for every movie choice, even if it is a bad movie choice. Every time you can't decide what to eat for dinner, and we end up eating the same thing anyway. Every phone call, every silly date night, every moment that I fall asleep next to you in the bed and wake up in the morning and you're still there. She sleepwalks sometimes. Really scary. I always have to double check I've locked the front door. Alannah, you are the person that makes me the best version of myself. The person that makes me happy, calms me down when I'm upset, pushes me to do my best, and supports me even when I fail. I will always love you and your strength, your tenacity, your independence, your humour, and your kindness. Alannah, I will always trust you, respect you, and as a family, I know we will create a home together that is warm and welcoming to those around us and our eventual family. I know together that there's nothing we can't accomplish. I promise to love you unconditionally and without hesitation. I promise to encourage you to be the best version of yourself that you can be, as you do for me. I promise to pick you up when you fall, support you when you're unsure, to always listen with compassion and understanding. I choose you, to stand by your side, sleep next to you, through thick and thin. I promise to laugh with you in the good times and struggle alongside you in the bad. I know sometimes it won't be easy. I'm not the easiest person to get along with. I sometimes let my emotions get the better of me. I shut you out, but I promise to always try to speak first before shutting you out. Today, Alannah, surrounded by our closest family and friends, I choose you for all the reasons that I've spoken of above. I choose you to be my partner, my best friend, my Black Widow, my Wonder Woman, my companion for life. You've taught me that two people joined together with respect, trust and open communication are far stronger and happier than they could be alone. You bring the strength and joy into my life that I didn't even know I needed. I vow to always love you forever, in sickness and health, for better or worse, for now and forever.
No, I gotta do the folding. Okay. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Stitched up.
Preferential treatment.
Already.
My bubbles. As most people here know, I'm stubborn and determined, but you have taught me everything about myself that I didn't know, when I honestly thought I had learned all that I had to learn. You have shown me that to be soft does not mean you're weak, that it's okay to ask for help, and it's also okay to receive just because someone wants to give you their soul, not because they want something in return. And you have taught me that I am capable of learning, applying, and being professional as well as artistic. And it doesn't mean that I am less creative. In this whole wedding planning process, I came to realize that growing up, I didn't really dream of the Prince Charming the way that it's often described. I was someone who dreamt more of a sexy business partner or bandmate. Which is why finding you is perfection for me. You really are my best friend. You are supportive beyond anything I've ever seen. You believe in me when often I don't even see that I'm not believing in myself. And like a bandmate, you know how to fit writing on cue and a harmony in the car in a less literal sense to pick me up when I get overwhelmed and forget the right words to say in a room of more than 5 people, which is any given day at the Raab's house. So when I thought about what it was that I offer you, that I can promise as my vows, it really was everything that I see in the eyes that look back at me. I vow to be loyal and stay your confidant. I vow to be your passionate believer and defender. To be the person that reminds you that your passion for your work and willingness to help others is a gift that shouldn't be brushed off as just my job. I vow to dance with you in the kitchen and never deny you a dance break in the supermarket. I vow to be honest with you. I vow to always see the best in you. And I vow to hold your hand just that little bit tighter in the hard times, even when you pretend you don't need it, and make you pumpkin soup when I can't figure out how else to make you feel better.
It's pretty good.
I vow to stay passionate about love, work, life, and family, and never let you waver on the importance of your own happiness. I vow to always allow you your independence as you always do mine. I vow to let you do things for me just because you want to, and not argue with you just because I want you to know that I could do it myself. I vow to take the bins out, clean up, and remember the things you've asked me to do, even if I have to keep a reminder in my phone for the rest of my life. I vow to keep my playful nature with you and not become too serious, regardless of the future ups and downs that come our way. I vow to make you feel good about yourself and not get so comfortable that I forget to remind you how hot I think you are. And finally, the biggest reason I chose you was something you said to me once when we were watching Big Bang Theory in bed. I was asking random strange questions that I asked. How do you know you love me? Will you love me forever? And you said, because I choose to love you. Sometimes you annoy me, but I choose to love you. So every day, come rain, shine, anger, pain, tears, families, illnesses, loss and celebration, I choose to love you, my bubbles, and forever be your wifey. Oh, sure. Hey, you've got pockets.
They were beautiful. Now we've got the ring sharing. So the ring is an ancient symbol, so perfect and simple, it has no beginning and no end. It is round like the sun, like the moon, like the eye, like the arms that embrace. It is a circle for love that is given and comes back around. Your rings are precious because you wear them with love. They symbolize your commitment in marriage. They remind you of who you are, where you've been, and where you're going. As you wear them through time, they will reflect not only who you are as individuals, but also who you are as a couple. Can the ring bearer please come forward?
Don't tell me you don't forgot them.
No, I'm joking, I've got one.
I was about to punch you. I was going to say, it didn't remind you. What a heart attack then for a second.
I checked my pocket like 50 times.
Oh no, here we go.
So Alannah, can you please put the ring on? I now pronounce you married. You may kiss the bride. For the first time, I'd now like to introduce Mr. and Mrs. Weir-Raab.
He said, tell me, are you playing the same game?